Gale-force winds, plummeting temperatures, and drifting snow, this massive storm is pounding the Midwest. But it's leaving a wide, white footprint all the way from Idlewild, California to Sparta, New Jersey, and most parts in between. And it has been a deadly passage. At least 12 fatalities have been tied to weather-related accidents so far. Hundreds of mishaps were reported across the storm-tossed countryside. As the storm barreled eastward on 50-mile-an-hour winds, schools by the hundreds were closed from Kansas to the Dakotas to Ohio and beyond. Driving through Iowa was impossible because highways were impassable. Hundreds of motorists were stranded for hours, and plows were actually pulled off the roads when drifts got too big. One trucker spoke for many.
Hey, how you doing up there?
Be doing better if I could get going.
In Illinois, 15% of the corn crop is wilting under a layer of snow and may be lost.
Cold is fine. We can do that. It's when we get the snow on the corn is when the problem is.
In Madison, government workers were told to stay home. The University of Wisconsin, buried in 19 inches of snow, canceled classes for the first time in almost 2 decades. At South Haven, Michigan, gigantic Lake Michigan waves gave the lighthouse a beating. As far away as Nashville, the wind blew down the Tennessee State Christmas tree, and the heavy, wet snow made the morning commute in Worcester, Mass. a mess. Cancellations dotted airport boards again.
Airlines have cut capacity by 10% over the past year, so there's no wiggle room to fix things. So a huge storm can really knock travelers out of the loop for a good 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 days.
For those who stayed put, millions spent the day digging out.
It's not just a lot of snow, it's very heavy snow, so it takes a while to push it.
And it's wet and it's heavy, so I'll probably have to go to the hospital tonight.
And the National Weather Service says that by the time this storm moves off the coast of Maine tomorrow night, it may well have affected as much as 2/3 of this country. Katie?
As you said, Dean, what a mess. Thanks very much. As the storm moved through the upper Midwest, it left not only snow but frigid temperatures as well. In Minneapolis, the wind chill today made it feel like it was 10 below zero. CBS Early Show weather anchor Dave Price is in nearby Bloomington tonight. Dave, I know this storm set records for low temperatures across 5 western states, and now it's hitting parts of the East Coast. What made this so huge?
Well, the storm has affected much of the country. It cut a huge swath. It is huge in scope and impact, Katie, but it started out as a typical winter storm, but a powerful combination of bitter cold Arctic air and lots of moisture energized it. Now the jet stream has further intensified the storm as it's moved all the way from California to the eastern seaboard at a pace of almost 60 miles per hour. And what's left now looks like a question mark on the weather map, stretching from the upper Midwest through to New England and down the eastern seaboard.
And Dave, tomorrow will be the 4th day of this storm. What can we expect then?
Well, the storm is moving to the northeast up into Canada, but cold winds on the back edge of this system are going to roll across the Great Lakes and they'll pick up even more moisture. Then they're going to dump it on the eastern shores in the form of lake effect snow. And from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Erie, Pennsylvania and onward to Buffalo, New York, if you're there, you may find yourself under 1 to 2 feet of snow before the week is over and the storm is finally gone. It's not quite over yet. Katie?
All right, Dave Price. Dave, thanks so much, and I'm glad you're wearing your earmuffs tonight.